Is it possible to imagine a world without Walt Disney? Without cartoons such as Mickey Mouse or Donald Duck? Without Pixar Studios and the creation of Toy Stories 1, 2, and 3, Monsters, Inc. or Cars? Is it possible to imagine a world without Disney World or Disneyland? It is nearly impossible. Walt Disney is a man whose life was surrounded by leadership opportunities. And not only did he take them, but he ran with them and created one of the most well-known brands that the world knows and loves. He is one of my favorite leaders, and it is what he has done for this world that inspires me to learn more about his approach to leadership. Not only is his background unusual, but it is how he naturally became a transformational leader that is extremely intriguing. It took this one man and his leadership to change the world for the better. Let's begin by looking at his background. Walt Disney grew up in Chicago, Illinois, and that is not really where his film career started. It began in Kansas City. From there, he expanded on his abilities to draw until his company went bankrupt. Then he moved up to Hollywood, California with his brother. There, he and his brother borrowed $500 and began making the Alice in Cartoonland cartoons. Then, soon after that, they received an order from New York, and his company began to grow with the creation of Mickey Mouse. But what separated him from the rest of Hollywood, however, was the fact that he spent time with his family instead of many of the other actors. That's what separated him from the rest of Hollywood, and what made a personal connection between him and his followers. It really made them feel like they were on an even level with him. That's what started his leadership opportunities and what began for him to grow as a transformational leader. As his company grew and he expanded his fan base, he had to get his followers' attention. And the only way he knew how to do that was by motivating his followers about his cartoons and ideas. A transformational leader, described by BrawHub.com, states that they lead by motivating their followers, and he has done just that. ChangingMinds.org states that a transformational leader creates a vision and sells it constantly, and he did that. It seemed to come naturally to him because of the many ideas he had, but he just had to spread them for the world to hear. Lastly, because of his leadership, it led to many years of his success. His company grew from that borrowed $500 to a $55 billion company. But that only happened because of his ability to spread his ideas. He used his transformational leadership to motivate his followers about his cartoons and many of his business decisions he made. The biggest business decision was the creation of Disneyland, and it was not hard to excite his followers at that point. See, now not only could they watch their cartoons on TV, but they could actually meet their cartoons in person. And that was the highest selling point, along with many of the attractions. That was his vision, and he sold that vision constantly. He transformed the company and followed through with all of his promises and all of his commitments. And that only raised his fan base even higher than it already was. Overall, I say he accomplished and achieved great success during his lifetime. After his passing, his company keeps on growing, and one man's idea has now turned into a movement that inspires, creates laughter, and happiness all around the world. I say he changed the world for the better. He has proved that no matter what background you come from, or how great of a leader you are, you can make a place where dreams come true. Thank you.